Since your father, the former president Rodrigo Duterte, was detained.
Okay, meron akong na-encounter na or na panood sa YouTube, no, regarding an interview with our BP sa isang Moscow TV host, no. So meron kasi tayong nadidinig kadalasan sa mga nagtatanong kung paano kaya daw pagka si BP Sara ay tatanungin sa ibang bansa, paano siya sumagot. So, nagkaka-interest ako kasi English speaking yung nag-interview. Actually, mahirap intindihin yung salita kasi mabilis. Okay? Kaya, tingnan natin yung interview na ito.
Since your father, the former president Rodrigo Duterte, was detained by authorities for the ICC, the Philippines officially cut ties with the ICC in March 2019. So how does that affect the legitimacy of this detention, in your opinion?
Ang tanong ay, ano sa tingin mo yung legitimacy ng pagkakulong ni former President Duterte doon sa ICC na after na umalis na ang Pilipinas sa ICC. So, tingnan natin ang sagot ni BP.
Thank you for having me. Good day, everyone. Well, that is precisely the question that was submitted by the defense team of former President Rodrigo Duterte to the ICC. The question on jurisdiction, particularly because they conducted the investigation 2 years after the withdrawal of the Philippines as a member of the ICC, and therefore is already prescribed.
And do you see any political motives for the case against Mr. Duterte?
Pero kung nag-suggest siya na so it is a political motive, tama yung sagot ni BP na yes, nag-yes siya. Pero kung what is the motive, kung mag-yes ka, mali. Pero di ko maintindihan.
Well, yes. Because before his detention, former President Duterte was a staunch critic of the Marcos administrations. There are serious allegations and questions about his competency and allegations about drug abuse that came from the former President Duterte. And before his detention, there was preparation by the former president of a campaign for his senatorial candidates for the PDP, his political party.
Talk us through how this case has affected your father and affected your family, really, and on a personal and a political level.
Sa totoo lang, yung pagtatanong nitong Russian na to, may mga salita siya na mahirap dinggin, ano. So kahit kahit sino magaling ata ang i-interviewin nito, medyo mahirapan sumagot kasi parang ang bilis. Tapos kaya sa tingin ko yung the way our BP answered the interview, okay naman. Hindi nga lang parang kinakabahan si BP Sara, no. So okay naman, ano. Ewan ko lang sa inyo, pero para sa akin not bad. Hindi rin napakagaling, pero tama lang naman, naintindihan naman yung sinasabi ni BP, di ba?
Well, the last time that I talked to my father, he always said that you make your own history in this world, and he leaves it all up to God, whatever will happen to him. And he also said that he did what is best for his country, rightly or wrongly. As for the family, we have been more closer now. The thing about the quirk about our family is that we forget our personal differences. If we
lang natin, si BP Sara pag sumagot, hindi siya conclusive, no. Ninarrate niya muna isa-isa yung yung diretsahan na sana, pero inisa-isa pa niya tulad niyan. How does it affect the family, ganito ganyan. So nananarito niya na okay naman, sabi na ng papa niya na ni former President Duterte na he is making his own history tas ganito ganyan. So dinidetalye, no? So marami siguro may taon magsabing bakit ganyan di diretsahan. Pero meron ding okay din kasi inisa-isa. So far, okay naman, di ba?
Have a common adversary, and at the moment that is President Bongbong Marcos.
And you and your family have said many times that this arrest warrant is illegal, but the ICC is an international court. So where do you even go to appeal?
Unawaan natin doon sa tanong. So, where do you even go for an appeal? Ganun ba yon? So, kasi nga ICC daw, and isa ICC is an international court. So, where do you go for an appeal? So, where do you go for an appeal? So, ang understanding natin doon, saan ba tayo pupunta sa na-aapila? So, ang sagot ni BP.
Appeal.
There was a Senate investigation that was conducted by Senator Amy Marcos and was supported by some of the senators in the Philippine Senate. And she submitted her findings to the ombudsman here in the Philippines, and she recommended filing charges against the individual who implemented the rendition on former President Duterte.
So, ang sagot ni BP, ang apela nila ay doon sa ginawa ng resolution sa Senado at ano yung gusto nila, question nila about the case of PRRD ay doon dinala nila sa ombudsman. So meaning they're seeking for the support of they're questioning locally, no? So siguro kung anong findings ng ombudsman, tapos sino bang maghusga? Korte. So, yun ang purpose nila. So, pero ang sagot naman dyan nga ng gobyerno natin na merong prerogative of the president to surrender yung accused na to ng ICC. So, pinili ng presidente natin to surrender. So, it is being backed by base sa ating constitution na may karapatan o may kapangyarihan ang presidente natin na i-surrender ang ano natin, citizen ng Pilipinas, kung i-surrender ba o hindi. So, prerogative ng presidente. So, the president is using his prerogative. Now, it is now being questioned in the Supreme Court.
You recently argued that your father should be permitted an interim release to a third country because of his age. He's 80 years old. What is his current condition at the moment, and what sort of toll is this case taking on him?
At the moment, he's in his thinnest. You've never seen him this thin. I've seen him from pictures when he was single, and that was the thinnest that I've seen him. And this is about the same at the time. I lost so much weight, and he has a problem with the cold and the weather in The Hague. And then he has of course, he has no appetite because the way that the food is cooked is not really the same as traditional Filipino dishes. And of course, there is that longing to be with familiar faces, family and friends. So there are certain days that it's a good day. And
so, as we can observe, her style of answering questions is more on describing rather than concluding how he looks, what is being done, ganon. So describe siya ng sa tingin ko okay naman, nasa sa inyo na lang yon kung paano nyo ang judgment nyo.
There are certain days that it's a bad day. So yes.
The ICC, let's talk about the charges against him now. The ICC detained your father on charges that he was responsible for crimes against his people. That it seems he remains deeply popular during this time. He's been elected as mayor of the city of Davao. So So clearly, some Filipinos still support him. What does that say about the ICC's continued detention of him, in your opinion?
Well, as I
Dito sa tanong na to, kung tama ang unawa ko, sinabi ni yung interviewer na nakikita pa din ang suporta ng mga tao kay PRRD. What does it say to the ICC? So, isabihin, sa nakikita ng ICC na suportado pa rin si FRRD, ano ang maisip? Unawa ko, anong maisip ng ICC sa ganitong suporta ng tao na marami pa rin sumuporta, marami naniniwala sa dating Pangulo. Anong epekto nito? Anong nasa isip ng ICC? Yun ang tingin ko doon eh. Tapos ito yung
said, the ICC is all about human rights and justice, and we don't see it in the case of former President Rodrigo Duterte. He has been in detention for more than 100 days without recourse for bail, and now his petition for interim release has been vigorously opposed without a legal reason by the prosecution. He has already stated in his brief that he is not a flight risk because of his age. If you can see the footage where he was pushed up the plane, he really had no strength at all to resist, and he doesn't intend to intimidate witnesses. He hasn't done that. He's been mayor. He hasn't done that. He was president when the ICC case was filed. He hasn't done anything at all with the witnesses. We all know the list of witnesses because we have information coming in from the investigations conducted by ICC investigators here in the Philippines, and he hasn't done anything. For the past 2 years, we've been telling him to prepare for the ICC case, but he said that it's all crap, it's nothing. And clearly, when we heard the charges, we found out that it's really nothing. It's 43 counts of murder. That's not even close to crimes against humanity.
It must be an incredibly stressful time for you and your family. What message would you send to Filipinos around the world who continue to support your family? What father?
Yes, in fact, majority of the Filipinos in the Philippines continue to support.
Okay, dito sa tanong na to, parang hinihingian siya ng reporter kung ano ang anong masasabi niya sa mga tao who continue to support. So, anong sagot niya? Parang hindi siya diretso sumagot, no?
Former President Duterte, a lot of them pray for his return to Davao City, and a lot of them pray that he will be acquitted of the charges, and we thank.
So, gumawa pa siya ng intro, no, bago niya diretso sagutin. So, para hindi lang maganda ang pagka-framing niya. Pasensya na, I just tried to, so, siyempre, kinakabahan siya, no? So, kaya parang tensyonado ang sagot.
The Filipino communities around the world for their prayers. It is a big help, and it helps President Duterte to know that Filipinos regularly visit The Hague, even if they are just outside the detention unit, and Filipinos regularly conduct rallies so that the world will listen of the injustice that is done to him by the ICC.